Almost there. I'm gonna check, see how my sight's doing. Sorry about that. Alright. Almost leveled up. Now I have 999 across the board. Alright, so I'll check back here to make sure of something real quick. Alright, so I don't have to go to the top. Okay. The whistle you saw, and the reason why we can't use our wings and feathers, is because there are now enemies here. Now, if you really want to, you can get to the halfway marker and warp out, but you will not get an S rank with that.
Come on. Where the hell have they been hiding up till now?
You have to beat all the enemies, including the ones that have just spawned. Including the ones in the first area as well.
I didn't even break a sweat. You're open.
I'll switch over to my Bone Crusher, or my Great Sword, so I can kill these guys pretty quickly.
Of course we won.
I'll crush you.
Of course we won.
Of course. Pi, do not bend over that way while the camera's rotating.
I'll crush you.
Of course we won.
I will make sure to go to the first area so I can get the S rank for this area. Oops.
Bring it on.
I say as I run into an enemy. Is that smoke screen? No smoke screen? Really? Oh, that's bull. I should still be able to pull off an S rank though, if I don't miss anything else.
Come on, there's gotta be something better.
As long as I don't mess up again, I'll be fine.
You're open.
If I mess up again, I'm just gonna warp it.
Come on, there's gotta be something better.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll crush you.
So I was wondering this while I was out leveling up and whatnot. What is your favorite game of 2012? It doesn't have to be a game that came out in 2012. I mean, what was the favorite game you played during 2012? My favorite game during 2012 actually was a new release game. It was Darksiders 2. I did an LP on it as well. Loads of fun. It was one of the few games I could, just really get into. One of the games I also still recommend buying, even though there's been a lot of issues with the company that produced it. Well, let out THQ. And, no, Vigil Games, not THQ. I think. There's been issues going on with one of the companies that released, I can't remember which one. But they've had problems with the game as well, some bugs here and there. Still an amazing game, I still recommend buying it.
Come on, there's gotta be something better.
But that was my favorite game of 2012. The one game I'm looking forward to, well, I have two games I'm currently looking forward to playing. One of which, maybe even both, depending on how I play my cards, I'll be getting in March. That is Persona 4 Golden. I've been really looking forward to getting my hands on that since I heard about it. If, keyword being if, I'm able to record the gameplay on the Vita, I will be substituting the Persona 4 LP with Persona 4 Gold. The other game I've been looking forward to is DMC Devil May Cry. It's the remake of the original Devil May Cry series. Now, I've been a fan of Devil May Cry since its initial release, and I'm really looking forward to this new game. It doesn't bother me at all that they decided to do a reboot and even reimagine the characters. From what I've seen, it actually plays very close homage to the original mythology, or the original story that Devil May Cry was based off of. So it doesn't bother me at all. All the stuff that a lot of the fans have been saying about Devil May Cry, so... But I'll go into greater discussion about that when and if I get the game. Bear in mind, if I do get the game, I plan on doing a complete DMC series LP set. It'll be Devil May Cry 1, maybe 2, I'm not a big fan of 2, but we'll see. 3, 4, and then the new. But we'll see about the Devil May Cry 2. I'm sorry, Devil May Cry 2 just felt really awkward playing.
I'll crush you.
So we'll see on that.
This is a piece of cake.
So what's down here? More enemies, of course. None here. Oh.
You're open.
As far as that, crab wasn't in the battle as well. It was right there.
This is a piece of cake. You're open.
What other games do I have in the works for LPs? I know the Legacy of Kain series planned eventually. I think I may reserve that for a Halloween special. The Blood Omen game's first set as the Halloween special. I might, I'm not sure on that one yet. I may save Fatal Frame for that. Hell, I may even save Silent Hill if I can get across to finding it again. But we'll see when it gets to that. What other interesting games have I heard about? Don't know. Oh, interesting news. Kisei might be able to start re-recording her LPs soon. She recently got a new laptop that's able to support her Dazzle. Her last one couldn't support it. It was a miracle she got as many sets out. A miracle as it's a miracle she got as many parts out as she did. So, for those that have subscribed to my channel, I've seen some of her videos. More will be on the way. She does some LPs as well. She's done a few parts of Kingdom Hearts 1 and a few parts of Silent Hill 2, I believe. Yeah. Silent Hill 2 is going to be a somewhat co-op of me and her playing. It's mostly her project. I probably won't join in very many of her videos. She mostly has me join because she gets real bored real quick when she's left to her own devices in a video game. For example, Chrono Cross. She recently started playing it at the request of me and Rosalie, another friend, a mutual friend of ours, who's done voice work in the Chrono Cross games, in a fan dub Chrono Cross. And she got bored a little bit, so she started running around yelling at Pushel to stop following her, even though Pushel was in her party. It was hilarious to watch. Got really dull after a while. Of course, she'll probably kill me if she ever heard me say that. Nah, she knows I said that. And then the half hour she stood there trying to talk to a dingo. So yeah, it's interesting that she's might be able to come back into the Let's Play scene. I know she really did enjoy making her Let's Plays, especially the Kingdom Hearts one. For those wondering about Kingdom Hearts,
This is a piece of cake.
a while ago I had part 2 of a Kingdom Hearts LP up. I had found it recently and deleted it. That was an attempt to do the Kingdom Hearts 1 LP. I decided against recording it for now. I am waiting for the HD re-release of Kingdom Hearts 1, Rechain of Memories, and I believe 358 over 2 days. When it comes out for the US, I will, of course, buy it, and there'll be an LP. If I can find a way to play Birth by Sleep on my Vita, and if I'm able to record on my Vita, I will be more than happy to do a Let's Play on Birth by Sleep as well. But as it stands right now, I can't do LPs with that. Excuse me. If I can find the right cables, I will do the LP for it, but again, cables. We shall see how when it comes to that.
As expected.
It's a shame I can't get my PSP to work as a recording device. The only way I can record it is through how I did originally, my original Let's Plays. And that is to take a webcam, which I do have a recorded one, so I can actually use that from a distance if I need to. But use that and record the video with the external webcam. The quality is really not that great, and it looks very amateurish. It's one of the reasons why I deleted my older LPs. If I get enough requests to do an LP here regardless, I might still do it.
There's gotta be something better.
But I'm really not wanting to do it until I'm able to be 100% sure if I can do a good quality Let's Play with good video. I do know I can record the audio, and I might be able to do something good with that. That was one of the problems with my older LPs. You could hardly hear what the characters were saying. Alright, that's everything. I missed one surprise. Wrath's Zhong. Alright. And with that, we're able to do another side quest. Don't need that. That. Alright. I'm gonna save in case a blackout's coming. Then I'm gonna register this stuff in my review book. Do maybe another side quest. And continue storyline afterwards. We'll see. So I believe we now have the human side quest where we have to talk to every character, and the hunting side quest. One more and I'll have mastered the Review Book 3. Actually, I'm gonna be nice to the arcade and gift her a lot of this stuff. Like with the original dot hack, you can gift stuff to people, obviously. And depending on how much you give them and what you give them, the rarity of, they will like you more. This will increase her affection towards me. Alright, she's about to level up too. Awesome. Alright, we're going here now. We are doing a starting the Abyss quest. Very simple area, very small stuff, very few enemies to fight, or no enemies to fight, rather, if memory serves. Yep. But we do need to collect chim-chims. I'm not sure if this quest is available to you right off the bat in the second disc. You may need to go through the previous one. So, I'm not sure. Unless they count it as you've already beaten it when you come up to this disc. Because I know that you need to be marked, I guess, quote-unquote, to do this quest. And who knows, they may mark you in this quest if you haven't done the last one. Like if you just picked up this disc and not the first one. I never had to worry about it because I've always had all three. Well, I've had them in the order they came out of, so...
No way!
That's unnerving. those? Morgals. Oh, alright, there's an enemy we can't fight outside of this quest. But no real threat.
Here goes.
They're actually weak to your scythe. Okay,
I didn't even break
that
the
was really
sweat.
easy, and that was really awesome at the same time. Excuse me while I open a bottle of water. The nucleus of light. That's all I need to do here. I was gonna collect more gem spheres for a few seconds so I can get the S rank. I wonder if the King Chim Chim actually does come running through here. Will it be in the front car? Seems like it would be, you know. I wonder if it doesn't ride through, if the King Chim Chim doesn't ride through here, if that's what the bucket was intentionally meant for. And this never got around to coding it properly or something. Who knows? If you've ever seen King Chim Chim on there, please tell me. I would love to know. Wrathhook. We got a new scythe. That's not better than what we currently have, but that's awesome. I'll check it out later. But first, these two are bonus stuff. I haven't done the other ones yet either. So let's go. Clever Genius's Moon Raven. I love the title Moon Raven. That's a really cool code.
Apparently there's a tri-edge sign behind the temple. Okay, let's go look for the Beast Temple.
Now, I believe that we won't be able to finish this anyway. That's a new monster. Avian.
I'm getting goosebumps.
That is a lady guard. Alright, so we have a lady guard undone. I'm gonna mark it off my list. Where is it? Bye-bye. I don't believe it's this one that will lead us to where we want to go. Easy. Yeah, I believe if we get to the Triad sign, we'll be warped out like we did when we went to Igridith Lu, the Deadwood area. So I don't want to risk that. Let's see. What's here? Interesting. Start using my twin blades. Hopefully I'll be able to get a Divine Awakening soon. Doubtful by the looks of it.
As expected.
How the hell are we supposed to get to the island? Because there's only... Yeah, weird. I'll run around my back real quickly. Oh, that was an accident.
Is to go full strength.
Damn
Of course
pie.
we won.
Philosophy is to go full strength.
Hey, I'll try for an S rank just in case. You need a full morale gauge to be able to use a Divine Awakening. Oop, oop. There's the mark. I just saw this red glowing dot in the background. I was like, what the fuck? And crash. Summon, jeez. We may level up at this rate. So he's crushing these guys. I think I heard a Regeki break from the Strange Head before it died.
This is a piece of cake.
Oh well. Ow. Ow. Woo.
Philosophy is to go full strength.
Get down here. That was useless.
Of course we won.
You're not getting
I was able to block his hit. That was cool.
Come on. There's gotta be someone better.
Let's take this, get some Chim Chims, because I've used them up. Alright, so we came from the top. Kate is out of stamina or SP.
Of course we won.
Alright. I went right out of the sky with my crash. We just might be able to get a freaking divine awakening after all at this rate.
I didn't even break a sweat.
You think you can beat
Whoops.
You're not getting away.
Before the strange head saw me. Oh, so close.
Come on. There's gotta be someone better.
That one leads back to there, I'm fairly certain. So what's to there?
You're not getting away.
Oh well, we'll find out soon, I guess. Let us use... Let's do this and get our SP back, as well as some morale.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Guards down.
There we are. So you need to aim for the center of this. Try to get as close to the center as possible. Alright, we got the best possible attack.
Here it comes.
Afterwards, just mash the X button. Okay, how...
Are you ready?
Have a quiet second, watch this.
Die!
That is the ultimate Divine Strike attack. Unfortunately, since they're aerial creatures, they had a lot more defense, so they were able to survive through. Now, there are three levels of that attack.
This is a piece of cake.
There's the first level, which is, I can't remember what it's called, but it's modeled after your twin blades, so you use two swords instead of the scythe. The second one, also, if you get that one, you are unable to power it up. It is basically if you just press X right after getting it, or you starting it. The second one is Hellfire Quake. It's based after your broadsword. You get that by getting to the beginning yellow parts that you saw during the grid. It is a fire-based attack. It's really wicked looking. And then you saw the Plasma Blade, which is if you're able to get the center. It doesn't have to be dead center, but just close to the center.
According to Nala's email, there should be a sign around the back of the temple.
Oh, so this brought me here. How are my wings? I have one wing. Oh, great. I'm gonna use it. And I know how to get back there quickly, so I'll be able to get there. Who knows, I might be lucky enough to be able to use that feather. I want to get what's in that chest before I go and talk to Nala. If I'm able to pull off another Divine Awakening, I'm not going to be able to pull it off during this bit. I know that much for certain. But I'll try and record all 3 of them throughout the course of the LP itself. If I'm unable to, or irregardless, I'll just record them off screen. Make a bonus video for it. Alright, something else you may not know yet. If you notice there's one thing flashing, that represents the weapon in which they are most weak against. It's a perk that you get with the multi-skill trigger. It's really helpful. So I'm gonna get what's in that chest first, then check the sign, then we'll probably get out and probably get our score. When I press circle, I was expecting me pressing circle would cause Haseo to jump. Wrong game, Shikyo. Wrong game.
As expected.
Actually, let's see if our return feather will take us to where we want to go. We also did. And it didn't, of course. Later on, we'll get the ability to teleport between activated platforms, which is ones you've been to. That is one of the guild level perks. I can't remember which one it is, though. Another one is the ability to perform alchemy from your... Jeez. Just appeared and blew them all up. From alchemy from one of those stations. Which is really nice to have. That should be enough chip gems, I think. Alright, let's see what we get for the chest. A nimble mantle. Anti-slow. The fast glycerin. I already got that. No clue where I got that, but I got it before. I'm still hoping I'm able to get the S rank for this, and I'm actually not teleported somewhere. But of course I'm probably going to be.
Did Nala send his message from here? Alright, let's go.
Yep, knew it.
Alright, let's go.
So yeah, you won't get your S rank. That sucks. Ooh, Hidden Forbidden Hades. Wailing Castle Wald Uberlisterin. Gi uses fire-based abilities and has a sleep stats effect. You'll want to keep that in mind. Before we go read those 4 emails, I'm going to register this and then allocate it to my new stuff. Hey, it was butt rice. Or rice, sorry. Such a weird name, rice. Alrighty. Yep, we only have 2 more sites, and I know what one of them is. Everyone, I have no fucking clue. But I may want to sell some of my stuff so I have room. Yeah, at my level I was able to already equip Vigil Wave. Yeah, one of the times the power went out, it was just after I literally desktop.
So Hiragi's our next opponent, huh? I think he was the 5th unit leader of the 7 Council. I'm gonna invite Adelie and Alkaid to go register for the tournament with me at the arena counter.
Alright, so how is Alkaid doing in my group? Cool. I'm actually going to give her the poetry. I know what I'm doing with this, because I know what happens in the third game. So, I know what I'm doing with my gift cards. So those who are yelling at me going, "You're using them irresponsibly, you should save it for the last game at the end of the game." I know what I'm doing. Old Uberlisterin. Something like that. And I'm going to take a break for a little bit so I can relax. So I shall see you guys later. Or in a few minutes. Bye.